Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, this is going to be your general energy reading for your Tuesday, August 4th, 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So, just because this is a reading dated for the 4th of August, it doesn't mean that it absolutely has to resonate with you at that time. Whenever you're guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that's the message for you in that moment. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, my hair is down today because I showered this morning. And I mean, like, that's not really not that novel. Oh my God, I took a shower. But like, I actually, okay, to be quite honest, I kind of forgot to shower before I went to bed last night, and I was rolling around with Buster, and so, you know, Buster's a dog. He's like my new bestie, but I was rolling around with Buster and like sweating and shit and then hanging out and dealing with my car and then running into friends and hanging out with them, and then I didn't get home till like 8:30, and then I decided to redo my nails. Sheena, by the way, I'm full OPI right now, and this is the gray one. Oh shoot. I don't remember the name, but this is the gray one that you got me. Thank you. And Sheena, I found OPI's matte top coat. Yes, that's right. OPI sells their matte top coat down here in Puerto Rico. Hey. Anyway, so I got home last night and I redid my nails and then I passed out. Like, it was one of those things where, like, you know, you pass out for, like, hours, and then you wake up, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? It was one of those. So, long story short, I didn't shower last night. So now I gotta change my sheets. Okay, that's fine. I'll just change them, do laundry, blah, blah, blah. And so I got up this morning, and I was like, you know what? I just really want to take a shower. So I took a shower, and so now my hair is down because it's wet, and so it's gonna dry and it's gonna get tighter, and I'm probably gonna end up putting it up later, but what the fuck ever, right? Anyway, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a good Monday. Oh, I'm available. I keep, you know, I should have said this in the monthlies. The monthlies are out. If you haven't gotten a chance to check them out yet, please go ahead and do so. But I'm available for private readings, for personal readings. Again, if you are interested in getting yourself one. Yes? Okay. So, yeah. I really don't have anything else to say. So let's just do this, shall we? Okay, cool. My hair is crazy. Look, it's just, anyway, go on. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for our Tuesday, August 4th, 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, kids. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles. One. I saw yellow for the collective first. This is 2. And then after yellow came green. This is 3. I mean, I want to say something else other than just, okay, well, what I'm hearing is action is being taken. Oh, a stance is being made, or someone is standing up to something, someone is taking action towards something, and this could have to do with your heart chakra. Well, it does have to do with your heart chakra, but it has to do with what you have, like, in your heart, like what it is you really want. You're taking a stance, you're making a stand, you're making a statement. Somebody is. Ooh. Oh, this is 4. I almost want to say, excuse me, I almost want to say something's being solidified. Something's being grounded into matter, from the ether into matter, okay? Okay, this is 5. Yeah. Strong, powerful, and healthy is what I want to say. This is a healthy stance to take. These are healthy if you are putting boundaries up. This is healthy. If you are taking a stand or making a statement, this is in a healthy way. This is balanced. I'm seeing the Lovers in my head right now, the Lovers card, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with romance. The Lovers is about a choice. And I like to see it as a choice of vice over virtue, or virtue over vice. I mean, I've been saying this over and over again constantly for the last few weeks. What I just heard, what I want to say is I really feel like someone is really taking a stand against something right now. You're standing up for yourself. You're standing up maybe for someone else. You're standing against something that did you wrong in the past. Ooh, you're standing against something or someone that did you wrong in the past, and that just and maybe you've been recreating this situation over and over again, maybe allowing this person to come back in and continue to do you wrong, even though, and maybe like see, we've been talking about that though. We've been talking about some relationship here where it's like, you know, and I even heard Queen Cup. Do you guys watch Queen Cup? You should watch her. She's great. She's a reader. She's on YouTube. Queen Cup. But it was the Leo reading, and she was saying a lot of what I've been saying about some sort of relationship lately that has been like try over and over again, only to end up in the same position, only to fail in the same way. And so I feel like maybe it's involved with that relationship that we've been talking about, or maybe it's something completely different. But either way, you're standing up for yourself. You're standing up for your believing. You're standing up for your rights. You're doing whatever it is you need to do to honor yourself and your intuition, is what Spirit just said. And now at the bottom of the deck already, we have the two of Wands. Okay, so yeah. And even if you're not, okay, so yes, okay, so a choice has been made, a decision has been made, a stance has been chosen, a point of view is whatever. But even if you're not fully vocal about this or fully taking 100% blatant action towards this, in your heart or within, you've still chosen. No matter what you may be saying on the outside, or what games you might be playing, or however you may be trying to save face, whatever masks you may be wearing. Okay, fine. You still, in your heart, in your soul, within yourself, you still made a decision. I don't know if you're talking about it too much, but there's still some action steps being taken, some stances that, okay. Hi, Lester. That's Lester. Well, shit. You know, sometimes this whole like psychic thing is pretty scary. The Lovers with the Page of Cups and the 6 of Wands. We also have the 5 of Wands, but the 5 of Wands came out sideways. Oh shit. And then at the bottom of the deck is Justice. Okay, so the Lovers here. The Lovers, my hair is still wet, so it might be, I'm a mess, y'all. I'm all kinds of a mess. Okay, the Lovers here. This doesn't have to be romance. Obviously it can be, but it doesn't have to be romance. It doesn't have to be love. It just has, it basically, okay. Spirit just stopped me and said, Eric, you know this involves love in some cases. Okay, fine, I'm sorry. But it doesn't have to be, okay? And baseline, like just total like base, like at the core of the situation, there is a choice that's being made, or that has been made, in which you're following your inner child, Page of Cups. And there may even, and then with the 6 of Wands here, there's victory involved with this. I feel like if we are talking about love, I feel like someone may be well aware that someone else is into them. It might have been a situation in which they were like playing around, trying to see if they were actually like into you or you were actually into them, blah, blah, blah. But now I think you might be aware of it at this point, because with this page of, I just get this feeling with the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands, this is like somebody like all puffed up, like, yeah, it's me. It's me. And it's like, yes, it's you. Can you sit down now? Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, also, there could be some sort of offer coming or some sort of communication. But I'm not really feeling that very much. I just feel like this is an acceptance, almost an acceptance of I heard an acceptance of a point of view. Someone having made a choice that really honors their heart, that really honors their inner child. That's what I'm really getting with this Page of Cups here. It's really 11:11. It's about the inner child. And what the higher self wants is what I was just about to say. So, okay, what the higher self wants. Now, you do have this Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands fell out last, and it fell out sideways. So, I feel like there's some opposition. There may be some outside views. There may be some other people that have opinions that may not necessarily align with what you're dealing with here. But I don't think that's a problem, or at least I don't think it might be an issue that you might want to keep in mind and keep in the back of your mind. It's maybe not something that you want to be, or that you really can be completely flippant about. But also, I don't think it really has much of an effect, or I don't think it will have much of an effect on this situation for yourself here, because like I say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So like, who the fuck cares what this Tom, Dick, and Harry over here says? You know what I mean? Who cares what this what Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, and Betty over here have to say about it? Like, fuck that. But now, also at the bottom of the deck, you have Justice. So I think that's part of the reason why whatever people have to say over here is just like, what the fuck ever. It doesn't feel like it's completely... I don't want to finish that statement. I don't know where I was going with that. But I do want to get another shuffle on this Five of Wands here. So let's just get one more shuffle. What else can you tell us about this Five of Wands, please, Spirit? Ooh. Oh, damn. That was a stack. Ooh. Yeah, look. You have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And... oh, my God. Y'all, are you serious? You have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And then you have the Empress. You have the Empress with the Fool, death and rebirth, or just death. And then you have the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups. I really feel like someone is not going to allow themselves to miss out on an opportunity here. To be honest, Queen of Swords, Four of Cups is kind of, it feels like you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to allow myself to miss this opportunity. I'm not going to allow myself to give into boredom. I'm not going to allow myself to give into fear. I'm not going to allow myself to give into doubt. And any of you that want to come around here and try and make me think that anybody or any energy that's coming through trying to make me feel like, oh, this isn't going to work out, blah, 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 you can just get to stepping. You can just get to stepping, because I'm not even trying to hear that, right? Death, the Fool, and the Empress. There is some sort of leap of faith that's coming in for somebody here. Now, okay, the Five of Wands here may also be a sense of internal struggle, internal turmoil, you know, still having a little bit of an ego battle within yourself. I'm sorry. I just got on I got a I got a message from a friend of mine that now my mind is processing is processing that while I'm trying to do this reading here, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But so if we're not, I mean, look guys, we have the Lovers here, okay? And then we have the Emperor and the Empress, okay? So we could be talking about divine counterparts, sure. But all right, if we're not talking about that, we are definitely talking about a balance between masculine and feminine energy, and the balance that creates within yourself, which then allows you to take a leap of faith and go through a change, death, and rebirth. There might be some fear. There might be a little bit of fear involved. Your ego might be... Thank you, Lester. Your ego may be really flaring up, maybe trying to protect you. There may be some situations in which there are all these different scenarios or fears that are coming to mind. But I think you're combating them quite well. Remember, when the Five of Wands came out, it came out sideways. So it's neither upright nor reversed. Okay, so you might be having some issues with it. It kind of feels like you're going back and forth a little bit with it, but yet you're still solid. You still know what it is that you want. You still want to know where you want to go. You're still, you know, taking control of your life here with the Emperor, and then allowing yourself to flourish with the Empress. You're allowing yourself to flow with abundance with the Empress. You're allowing yourself to be connected to the abundance of the universe, but that makes sense. I mean, you wouldn't be having a human experience if your ego wasn't flaring. And this is not one of those readings where I'm trying to be like, look, you need to like tell your ego to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. No, I'm not saying that, because your ego is a necessary part of you. Your ego is a defense mechanism, in terms of your soul, your spirit, right? So because if it weren't for our egos, our spirits would come here not really knowing how to defend itself from the real elements of three-dimensional reality. And so that's what the ego was designed for. The ego was designed to be that interface between the physical world and your spirit, so that you can protect yourself from danger and whatnot. So it's normal for your ego to be flaring. The thing about it, flaring up, okay? It's normal for your ego to be coming out of the woodwork. Okay, but like, and just like saying and you know, flashing the warning signs. Okay, but that doesn't mean that every warning sign that your ego points out for you is really that relevant, or really is something that you need to be afraid of or hunker down against. You know what I mean? Like, okay, no, this is good. This is really good, you guys. This is really good. All right, cool. So let's get into some clarification here. I'm going to go to the Golden Universal Tarot this time. All right, so we're going to start with the Lovers, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands. I'm gonna give it 5 shuffles, so this is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Oh. Come Come on now. All right. Alrighty, right. So, what else can we say about this, please, Spirit? Ooh. Okay. Well, this sure is a bunch. This sure is a stack of cards. At the bottom of the deck, you have strength. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I have time. I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you have strength. Then you have, wow, the Magician, the Five of Wands again, the Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, Hanged Man, Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. And the King of Swords. So, Spirit just said it. Someone's getting out of a really toxic relationship or a really toxic battle or struggle, strife. Maybe this could be a relationship of all kinds, any sort of relationship. I feel like Spirit is trying to turn this into a love message, which is fine. I have no problem with that. So, okay, the Magician with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Let's start there. So it feels like somebody is manifesting their way out of a love situation, a situationship. I did hear a marriage, some sort of romantic circumstance that actually does involve family in some way. Maybe this person just seemed like family to you. You've been together for that long, blah blah blah, or whatnot, whatever. But there's definitely a differing of opinion here. With the Five of Wands coming up again, but this time with the Magician and the Ten of Cups, I really feel like maybe the reason why the Five of Wands, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I just noticed something, but maybe the Five of Wands came out sideways initially, or the first time, because, or maybe it is because there has been a differing of opinion. There have been a lot of different opinions that have been coming up lately in terms of this situation. There are lots of ways to go about it, but I think at this point, somebody is deciding to take their own way instead of allowing other people to tell them what to do about it. Okay, because what I'm seeing with the Magician, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Cups is that someone is making their own way. Someone is going in their own direction. Someone is saying, look, fuck you and your opinion. I'm manifesting, I'm creating what is going to be that true happiness and emotional fulfillment and family situation, whatever this means for you. I'm going to make that for myself. You don't get to tell me how to do that anymore. Okay, following that, we have the Three of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. There's that toxic relationship again. There it is. There is heartbreak involved here, which brought a change in perspective. I'm sorry, there was heartbreak involved, Three of Swords, which brought forward a change in perspective, the Hanged Man, which then brought a toxic and painful situation to an end, Ten of Swords, because someone finally realized that they can't keep doing this the same way over and over, expecting a different result, Seven of Pentacles. And thus, from there, we have the Fool with the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. Someone wants to take a leap of faith, or maybe someone is taking a leap of faith, and it's in terms of where their heart is leading them to. I see the Knights as activations a lot of the time, especially the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Cups, to me, is a heart chakra activation, and I was seeing green for the heart chakra in the beginning of the reading, and then we have the King of Swords. But you know what was funny? What I realized when I stopped for a second, I realized we have both the King and the Queen of Swords here. So with that said, I'm hearing partnership, balance, harmonious union. I'm trying to see this from 2 points of view. I'm trying to see this as if okay, so this really could be, this could be two separate people. So on this side of the equation, where we started with the Lovers, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Yes, okay, that makes sense now. The Lovers, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands. And you remember how I was saying somebody feels puffed up, like someone is like sure of themselves now because they know that someone else, they're sure that someone else is actually into them. Like they've been kind of wondering about that a little bit. It's like, wait a second, are you into me, or are you just like, no, I'm into you, buddy? Like, and so now this person knows, and they're all like puffed up, like, yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. And then and quite frankly, I feel like that's the masculine here, but okay. And then on the other side, where we have the Five of Wands that came out the first time, which is then also coupled with the Fool, the Empress, Death, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This is the feminine here. And, okay, so for the feminine on this side, you have the Five of Wands initially, but I think you're really doing your best to combat that, especially with the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups here. I don't think you're going to allow yourself to accept that something is unrequited or something's not going to work out just because of what you see in the physical, especially when your intuition is really like on point and you know what's going on here. Okay. So now I want to clarify this side then, which is basically the feminine side. And now keep in mind, you guys, this doesn't have to be two separate people. This could be all you. This could be your masculine energy and your feminine energy, because everybody's got both. Okay, so for the feminine side then, let's get a little bit of clarity, please, Spirit. What else do you want to say about that? Oh. Yep. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups, right? So this is someone that's very sure of themselves, someone that is very sure of their heart and what is going on within their emotions, and is able to really keep their emotions on lock. If you see here in this card, the ocean is like kind of raging around him a little bit. You know, it's kind of choppy. Doesn't matter. He is focused. He's not letting anything disrupt him, okay? Change his focus. So this is good. And to me, this is like you being focused in terms of what your heart desires, all right? So fine. So then with that, you have Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. And there you go. There you go right there. The High Priestess is speaking to your intuition. The High Priestess is speaking to your higher self, is saying, look, we know what's going on here. You know what's going on around you. You just have to be patient. Don't worry. Trust me. Your intuition is telling you the truth, is what I just heard. You are on the right path. Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands, man, you are on the right path. Whatever it is you're doing, don't stop now. Keep walking. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. Now, okay, I'm going to start another file. Hold on just a second. Hello. Okay. So Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. At first, this was something that's kind of happy. I mean, yeah, the Seven of Cups is illusions or confusion or maybe just options. And then the Three of Cups is like, what is that? That's like celebration. That's a community coming together. That's like soul family. It could also represent third-party situations, though. It could. And now, actually, okay. What I want to say about the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups is that there are an infinite amount of ways. Yeah, this is all I'm going to say about this. Because, okay, there are an infinite amount of ways that something can work out for you. Especially when the High Priestess is involved. Girl. Bro. Like, infinite. You don't have to worry about all the gory details. You don't have to worry about all the options. Just let things settle the way they're going to settle. Let the universe handle it. I was going to get into start looking at it from like a third party type of energy. But you know what? I'm not even trying to fuck with that. Like, don't worry about that shit. You know you don't want to be involved in no third party shit. So why are you going to invest your time and energy into trying to seek it out and trying to understand what's going on with it? Nah, dude. Don't even focus on that shit. That ain't none of your business, and it's definitely not your problem. Or at least it doesn't have to be. But when you start sticking your nose in places that you now you're making it your problem. You don't need to do that. No. Handle your business. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? There are plenty of ways, a plethora of ways in which the universe can work this out for you. All you've got to do is keep walking. You are on the right path. You have been doing the right thing this whole time. Just keep going. That's it. That's it. Okay. Cool. Oracle guidance. Lemuria. We're going with Lemuria today. Yes. Do. Oh, also, this King of Cups here, he's totally in love with someone. Now, that could be you. If you're the feminine here, you could totally be in love with someone, and you could be like, totally like intent. I get very similar energies from this King of Cups. I get a similar vibe to like the King of Wands. Where is my amethyst? Oh, there she is. Sorry. This King of Cups feels like very similar to the King of Wands, in which he's like waiting for, he or she, whatever, is waiting for the right time to strike. Sorry. He's waiting for the right time to strike. Like, he sees his heart's desire. He knows exactly what he wants. He's gonna get it. But he's just waiting for that moment, that ideal moment to just like, to drop a love bomb. And I'm not talking about like some unhealthy like love bomby bullshit where like you lay it on real thick and heavy in the very beginning and then all of a sudden you're ghosting out of nowhere. Like, no. But this is, I just feel like something has been building for a while. And someone wants to drop some knowledge onto someone else about just how much, exactly what they feel for someone. But it isn't quite the right time yet. That's what I'm getting. It's just divine timing is at play here. So hold your horses and just be patient. Direct channel. Okay. I'm going to give this 3 shuffles. Uh-huh. Oop. And we will see what Lemuria has for us today. All right. Oracle guidance. Okay, cool. At the bottom of the deck, you have alignment. All right, so everything is going well. You are in alignment. And to be quite honest, what I kind of want to say, what I wanted to say, this is something that I wanted to say earlier in the reading, but I forgot, or I just didn't get to it. But this is very much one of those situations where, you know, us readers would be out here telling people not to focus on the physical and just remain centered in the spiritual. Like, we used to say that shit, well, I'm sure many people still do say it, to twin flames all the time, in terms of like from the feminine to the masculine. Oh, feminine, don't worry about what the masculine is doing in the 3D. Don't worry about all that. Just focus on the 5D. Focus on the love. Focus on the feelings. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Because I'm gonna sit here and focus on all these feelings all day long, and then homeboy's gonna be out there running the streets, acting like a fool, this, that, boop, 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 that. Nah, fuck that. I ain't trying to fuck with that no more. But in this situation, this is definitely, I kind of want to say, like, your dreams are manifesting. Oh, and that could be what the Five of Wands is actually talking about too, because the Five of Wands, I haven't seen it this way in a long time, but the Five of Wands, in my opinion, as a reader, can also represent creative chaos or chaotic energy. And so as something is manifesting, as you are manipulating it into nature or into a grounded and physical state, there's going to be a bunch of chaos around you. There's going to be a bunch of things changing and swirling and tempers flaring and opinions being thrown out here, there, and blah, 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 and just like a bunch of shit just going on all over the place until it settles down. Creative chaos, okay? So don't focus. So in this situation, I definitely want to say, it feels right to say, don't focus so much on exactly everything that's happening in front of you in the physical right now, because there's a lot that's up in the air. Something is manifesting here. So these things are going to change, and like out of nowhere, something. You might think something is settled here, and then all of a sudden, boop, it goes and it like moves somewhere else, or it gets completely rejected. You know what I mean? You have to let the process take its toll, but you are in alignment. Okay? And you have that with freedom and full spectrum. Oh my God. Which just so happens to be card 25 and 26. That's cool. Okay. So I want to read a little bit of both of them. But these are the longer ones, so I don't really want, I'm not going to, this is part of the deck where it's like there's a lot of stuff with it, a lot of information with the card. So I'm just going to read the keywords and then the divinatory meanings of both cards, all right? So we're going to start with freedom. Living the life you love. Liberation as a shift in perspective. The many facets of freedom. Inviting enjoyment and inspiration to your life. Discovering what freedom means for you or to you. Overcoming limitation. Unbound creative expression. Choice over obligation. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also, consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you are feeling stifled in an environment, it is up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of cultivate a sense of greatened freedom in your day-to-day life. If you are naturally experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling unsettled. Consider whether it is the kind that you were looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. Okay. And then we have full spectrum. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles. Going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors. Shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. Step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitation. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our dis-ease and crystallize the new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if stories you have held onto are limiting your perspective. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah? Take care. Bye.